What's up, everybody? Nate back here with a quick video. And today, what I want to do is talk to you about dry needling. First off, dry needling is not acupuncture. Dry needling is used to target soft tissue and joints in order to help treat orthopedic and neuromuscular conditions. So, as we're dry needling, the first and most important thing with this treatment is that you and I agree and that you give me your consent to dry needle. If I don't have your consent, if you're not comfortable with needles, I don't want to force it on you. There are other ways that we can treat, but I might recommend needling as something that I've had a lot of success with and think it will help you. But if you want to try something else, I'm here to help you feel better and be comfortable while we're doing it. Okay? The reasons why we would use dry needling are kind of threefold. One, with needling, we're actually able to treat tissue that's deeper in the body. Instead of having to work through skin, through fascia, through muscle in order to get to deeper tissues, the needling will allow for me to access that and give more direct treatment. The second reason why I like to use it is it will actually affect the nervous system a little bit. And what it does is it actually kind of down regulates the nervous system and allows for the body to relax, right? What creates tension? What creates muscle turning on? It's the nervous system giving signal. So if we can turn that signal down, we'll get better response. And with that, you should get better healing. And the third and most powerful reason why I like to use dry needling is it stimulates a healing response. So with some of the other modalities, um, what you'll see is actually a really great 1 or 2 day response, which is awesome. And a lot of times we can build on that with a home exercise program. But if you're stuck in kind of a chronic tightness or an issue you've had for a long time, we might need something like dry needling that actually stimulates a healing response. So when I say a healing response, the needles actually create a micro trauma. So we're going to get all of the benefits of the body's full healing process without actually sustaining structural damage. And what that means is there's no real limit to coming back as long as the pain and the soreness is gone. Now, when I say healing response, what it's stimulating is the inflammatory process. So there will be some inflammation. Some people kind of describe like a full or a little bit of a stiff feeling. And what that is the body obviously inflamed, but also it's going to start breaking down bad tissue and it also building up good tissue. So we're going to get that full response where the body's seeking out damage and trying to fix it. After that process kicks in 2 or 3 days, throughout that, the body wants to change, which means that when we feed it good stress, like stretching, mobility, rolling, and then probably some strengthening, right, as well, then you'll have a potentially bigger response to it. So not only is the needling helping, but we also get those days after the treatment where we start to see more improvement. Now, if I've never needled you before, this is the spiel or something very similar that I like to give because it kind of encompasses what to expect from the treatment. All right. So we're going to dry needle today. I don't need you to be in pain when we do this. All right. So it's normal to feel a dull, achy, throbby sensation because there's a needle inside your body. Sometimes we get some muscle spasm and twitches, and all that's completely normal. If you do feel any pain, right, what we'll do is we'll stop moving the needle. If it goes away, you're good to go. If it doesn't, I'll just pull it out and the pain will go away. All that discomfort is the needle as it went in came right by a sensory nerve and it's just blasting it with feedback. So when I remove the needle, that feedback goes away and so does the pain. All right. What you're going to feel first when I do this is you'll feel a plastic sheath resting on your skin, and then you'll feel a tap that will look like that. That'll be the needle going in, and from there, we'll just kind of see how you feel about it. Are you comfortable with that? You give me the go ahead, and then we're off. Now, all of the needles that we use here are sterile. All right, so all of them are prepackaged, they're sterilized, and so there should be very little chance of infection. So as we're needling, you can see the plastic sheath right here. I am going to needle my arm. So if you guys are squeamish and don't want to watch, you can just listen and I'll let you know when I'm done needling. So for this one, there's a plastic cap that helps to keep the needle in place. What you'll feel is that plastic sheath resting. And then if it's the first time, I'll say, here comes the tap, and then I'll tap. And that's the needle going in. Now, from here, I'm just going to slowly advance the needle until it's in. Now, at times, and you can kind of see that needle poking up right here. There might be a time when I feel like, you know what, I feel a little bit of resistance one way or the other. So I'm going to move it around a little bit. So all I'll do is piston like this and just kind of search it out Now, it doesn't really feel like any pain right now. I can barely feel the needle. So that's how we needle. I might leave it in there for 3 or 4 minutes. If you've had it before, we might go for a little bit longer. A lot of this depends on how sore you get with needling. And if we don't know, I don't want to find out today. We'll do a short treatment session and get you going. Now, I'm going to pull the needle out. So if you have looked away and have just been listening to me, the needle is out. So pull it out and I don't feel any negative. If anything, I feel just a little bit of reaction where the needle is. But most people, when they get up, especially if there's tightness, they'll say, man, I feel looser. Somehow tight, like inflamed, but looser. And that's what we're looking for. I didn't get any twitches today. I don't seek out twitches. What I look for is targeting the proper area. Um, Now, after we get done needling, we'll make sure you're feeling okay and we'll be good to go. And then we'll go over our rehab plan. So that will involve definitely rolling and stretching of some sort. My goal for you after needling is to 3 to 4 times a day roll and stretch the area. I keep all my reps and sets simple so it's easier to remember. 2 sets of 30 seconds rolling, always first, then followed with 2 by 30 seconds of stretching. We'll go over the specifics in that and you'll be good to go. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.